the top 10 Supreme items of spring summer 2025 that are still available right now. That's what we're talking about here today, folks. It's almost over, unfortunately. Supreme 25, that is. And as we wrap up this season, I wanted to go back onto supreme.com/shop, look through what products are still left, and I thought I'd make a top 10 list of the best items that are still available right now if you guys are looking for any last minute pickups before hopefully we get a summer sale and then eventually go on break for a few months until fall winter 25 will pick back up in late August. So join me on this top 10 video, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Before we get started, I wanted to address the elephant in the room. We did in fact hit 5,000 subscribers this weekend, guys. Thank you so much. I am going to announce the rules for the giveaway in a post later on this week on my community tab, so be sure you are subscribed with notifications turned on. We will not be doing the giveaway this Thursday for Supreme Week 19, but we will in fact be doing the giveaway next Thursday, which I believe is July 10th. So get ready for that. And now, the top 10 list. All right, number 10, we still have a couple backpacks left in stock, which was crazy. I believe these originally sold out, and the pink ones for a while were actually doing fairly well on the resale market. These are some of the better backpacks, in my opinion, that we've seen in recent years, especially with the Arctic camo still available. Olive, for whatever reason, is sold out. Black is still available. $158. Get it while you can, because this will definitely not be going on sale. Same thing with the camera bag plus mini pouch. Could be a case-by-case basis. Might not be the most useful thing in the world to everybody, but for those of you that carry around your Fujifilm camera because you're so nostalgic and, oh wow, it's so analog. You're just so quirky and artsy, and everyone thinks it's really cool the vibe you got going on. If that's you, right here, you might need to pick up one of these bags. They're all matching. I would go for either Arctic camo or the classic black. $58, sold as a set, can't go wrong. Number 8, we have the Cordura Denim S logo 6-panel, available in some colors, not all of them. We have black right here. And what I can say, S logo, one of the most staple Supreme hat designs of all time, worn by the likes of Pete Davidson, me, Playboy Cardi, and other people. Truly, what is there not to like? But unfortunately, most colors are sold out, but you do have black and you do have yellow, so the Wiz Khalifa spec can be completed for a low cost of $108 before taxes and shipping. I think it's pretty obvious, but the black one would be the color I would go after. Number 7, the reverse hooded sweatshirt. We do have a light pink and extra large right here, which seems like a guaranteed resale opportunity for a couple months down the road, but I didn't tell you that. Hashtag not financial advice. But this is a pretty cool design. It's that reversed logo, so you can read it in a mirror or maybe a selfie on Snapchat if the camera doesn't flip, or if it does flip, because the letters, you know what I mean, guys, they're backwards, which is cool. It's in reverse. I think it's a solid sweatshirt. It is screen printed on there, so not embroidered. I get it. Maybe people would love it if it was embroidered. It's not, but it's still available. And hey, I still think it's a pretty cool design. Number 6, the leather collar utility jacket in blue plaid. In my opinion, it looks more like a purple. It's sold out in the olive. It's sold out in black. But for this one right here, it's very much available. And I think this is a really cool piece. I love this leather collar. The plaid design is interesting as well. It is a zip up, more of a winter, fallish jacket. But that doesn't stop streetwear brands from dropping all kinds of winter clothes and jackets and the like in the spring, summertime. You get the classic Supreme logo here with an embroidered touch. So if you were complaining about the screen printed design from the previous item, you can't complain here. Available in small, medium, large, extra large, and extra large. So every single size is still available. It is a bit of a steep price at $298, but it's Supreme we're talking about, so I'm not that surprised. Number 5, the Logger short sleeve top. Still available, believe it or not, in every single colorway. The red has medium large and extra large, black has small through extra large, and green has small through extra large as well. I think this is a pretty cool design, obviously taking inspiration from Budweiser or other lager companies. And you have this asymmetrical design featured on the left side of the shirt with the screen print going on to the sleeve and the midsection. I saw someone on Reddit posting about this design saying, oh, there's quality issues. It's not perfect. And yeah, if they're going to be printing on the side seam like this, it's not always going to be perfect. But I still think it's a pretty cool shirt. $98, yes, it's expensive for a t-shirt, but yet again, we are talking about Supreme here. This is not Walmart. This is not Diamond Supply Company. Maybe it should be, but it's not. And here you go. 3 different colorways, beer-inspired shirt. What else do you guys want from me? Number 4, the studded basketball shorts. $118 for Supreme shorts isn't bad when we take into consideration that these do have a studded rhinestone design, which seems to be a very popular design trait for the last few years. We have this colorway, the off-white, green, and gold, and then navy and a light blue, kind of a Carolina blue. And I think these are pretty neat. Not really a pair of shorts that I necessarily would get, and obviously black rightfully is sold out because it is the best looking. But if you wanted a cool pair of Supreme shorts, you don't have any yet, and you're just browsing through the site, you see these, hey, small through large on the whites. There you go. Top 3 situation, folks. I decided to pick the Avon sunglasses, but there are plenty of other sunglass styles still available on the website. Tortoise, unfortunately, sold out for these. This is definitely the style that I would have gotten if I needed a pair of Wayfarer adjacent sunglasses. All black is pretty cool. I know sunglasses can be a bit contentious for some people. A lot of y'all say, I like my cheapies, and I totally get that. And if that's one of your items in your wardrobe that you want to just cheap out on a little bit, you don't want to spend $178 for some camo plastic sunglasses, that's understandable. But Supreme does have plenty of styles still available. And by the way, these are not the styles right here. It's a 1 or a 2. That is literally the quantity. So they are a 1 size, fits most, and plenty of styles to choose from. I just kind of wanted to include all of the sunglasses here as one category. Though the prices do vary. The Avons are $188 capitals, which are sold out in every style except for the gold one. These are $248. These are pretty interesting. They got the fuck you on them. Love that. Very epic. Very badass. And that is the number 3 item still available. Number 2, we have the Warmup washed short sleeve top. You know, maybe the lager design wasn't for you. It's a bit too loud, a bit too graphic-y. You want something sleeper. Well, here you go. You have a nice embroidered Supreme Everlast inspired embroidered logo right there in a myriad of different colors. We had navy, brown and maroon, white, bit of gold, tan, sand, maroon again with some white, bit of black again with white, and then aqua with a bit of black. Plenty of cool colors, a lot of sizes still available. 54 as well for a short sleeve top is pretty good for Supreme. They can go up to $98 or even above that. It is a small design and maybe you want something bigger, but that's why I included both. I wanted one minimalist design, which is here, and then the maximalist bigger design for the lager, because everyone's got a little bit different of a style. Now, what is the final item on the list? All right, the number 1 item still available is in fact the Stitch Loose Fit Jean. Yes, I know these just came out and they're not for everyone and they're really expensive, but I had to include them. Come on, guys. Like, this is a quintessential Supreme design. All cotton 13-ounce denim, embroidered graphic. Yes, yes, yes. Single coin pocket. You gotta love that. Is it a stretch that the number 1 item? I don't know. But think about it like this. Eventually, these will be sold out. They will no longer be in stock and it will become an archive and eventually vintage piece. So $348, it could actually be just an investment if you think about it. Just kidding, but it is a pretty cool item if you're into the F word. You're a big fan of it multiple times. I'm sure we could have picked something else. The boat towel is still available. Maybe you can sub this thing in, $98. Here's a couple bonus editions here. We even have the camo playing cards, which eventually will be worth some money. And right now, $18. You can buy 4 of them. I'm just saying, you throw these in a closet, maybe you make $10 in 20 years. I don't know. I have them right here, and they're definitely playing cards. The moral of the story, plenty of items still available. Rizzler short sleeve tank top, guys. Zoo York stuff. We have a couple polos left. I mean, literally go to the website, go to all, and whatever you want, you actually can buy it if it's not sold out. Crazy concept, I know. So that is the conclusion of my top 10 list for items still available. I was surprised there were still backpacks, to be honest. I didn't know those restocked. You know, it's funny, guys. We see oftentimes people commenting, Supreme is dead, yada, yada, yada. It's a bunch of bricks, but there really isn't all that many items on the website. I was surprised. I thought there would be way more. We've had 18 weeks of consistently 15 plus items per drop happening. And does Supreme pull off stuff from their website? Maybe they do fake sellouts. I don't know. But the moral of the story is there's still some cool stuff. It's nothing crazy. It's not the most hyped stuff that is reselling on StockX, obviously, but there's still some dope items you can pick up before we get announced with the summer sale. And I wouldn't wait. If there's anything on this list that you actually like, I would buy it. Don't get FOMO. But if you don't need it, maybe wait for the sale or just pass altogether. What'd you guys think of the video? Thank you again so much for 5K subs, and I cannot wait to announce these giveaway prizes very shortly. If you want to additionally support the channel, you can become a member down below. And remember to like the video, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.